It's got to perform. It's got to carry the loads. Our structures have to, withstand hurricanes, earthquakes, and do it successfully.
For me, what makes good design is more if your design tells a story, if there's a common thread that weaves its way through a project.
We want to see the construction process go smoothly.
Not being noticed certainly translates into successful design because it appears that it's something that Mother Nature put in place.
The aesthetic appeal of a project is important, but I'm much more interested in the process and what did we do to get to the answer.
If you aren't talking about design internally, you probably aren't thinking about it hard enough. For architecture to be successful, it truly does have to succeed both as an art and science, both in the practical and the aesthetic. I have an expression, there is no such thing as a beautiful failure. If it's failed in some aspect, whether it be the art or science of it, the design as a whole has not succeeded. You're creating places that people go to get married or to address your health care or to go to school or to go to the library. It's all those different environments, and you're building the environments to serve those purposes.
It could be not just a building, it could be a highway or a sewage treatment plant or anything like that. In the end, engineers believe that we've got an obligation to the health, safety, and welfare of the community in which we live and the community which is going to house that project. The end definition of a really good project is that it serves the community which it's in and fulfills its intended purpose.
I think that you have some clients that really don't pay a whole lot of attention or have a whole lot of concern for the structure other than they want it to stand up. You have others that have very specific ideas and notions of what they want.
So I think the first thing that what I like to do is make sure that I understand the client and their need, and so that our design responds.
And I think once you understand what the purpose of your design is, what that function is, then you can begin to apply various forms to that as a solution. If it doesn't follow function, then you don't have a successful design.
We're given a design problem at the beginning of every project, and you have to be able to look at that design solution from every single angle.
There's always an opportunity to give your client something that's better than they hoped it could be. That moment where you find that intersection between the culture, the program, the economy, and sustainability, that's kind of the aha moment. That's the payoff.
And we try to find that magic, trying to create the place where people can be inspired and can be excited. But when all this kind of different requirement comes together and in a harmonious way, I think that's exciting, and I think that's successful design.
When you work in a multidisciplinary firm, that whole notion of design differs a little bit, so you have some really exciting, interesting debates among various design professions, and I think all of that's healthy and really leads to a better end product.
I think the largest area it plays into is how creative can we be in solving problems. We really try to focus on meeting the need of the client and looking at the project as a whole, across all the disciplines.
I enjoy working with the architects, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, landscape architects, all the different trades that have a finger in the project. And I think it's really important for each of those trades to be part of each other's process, because I think in the end, that's how you get a successful project.
I think our interest and the interest of really most clients out there is to find something that answers all their questions. If you have 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, the synthesis of those elements should give you 5 somehow. If we always focus on bringing that all together, I think we'll find a lot of success.
That dialogue has to exist, and people have to recognize that the firm as a whole values design, and the firm as a whole feels this is important, and the firm as a whole wants people to have satisfaction in their jobs. And the firm as a whole wants everybody to grow, to be a little more successful so that the firm can be more successful. It's very hard to communicate that if you aren't talking about it. And the showcase is one way that we can talk about what we're doing as a firm and where our successes have been.
All that's important to raise the awareness for every member of our staff of the importance of good design and how much we need to continue to strive to make each project a better design than the one before it. Because, you know, if we're going to be at that place we want to be 10 years from now, 20 years from now, or our 80th anniversary, 40 years from now, then we really need to focus every day on trying to be a little bit better, trying to design a little bit better than the designs we did last time.